Okay, so we're here at Expona, and Crystal Cable has launched a new Diamond Series 2 line, and Gabi, who's the world expert on these cables, is going to take us through it. So tell us a little bit about the origins of the coming up with a Series 2. Why a Series 2?
Right. So my name is Gabi Rynveld. We are from a Crystal Cable company based in Holland, in the Netherlands. The company will be 20 years old next year, so it's...
Congratulations.
Yes, in advance. Our cables are famous of the metallurgy and material use. We make all our cables from silver conductors, but not just silver, because silver conductors have the name, and it's a fact actually, sounding, especially in the high frequencies, a little bit sharp, a little bit itchy, bright. That has a reason. Silver is a metal. Crystallization is not perfect. So the conductor, silver conductor, has bad gaps. That means that the signal bumps.
Are these air gaps?
Crystal
or
gaps.
Impurities. Crystal
impurities.
Gaps. Okay.
So that means that the signal goes through the cable and it bumps into these bad gaps. And those bumps cause the itchy, sharp sound. So what we found out, my husband Edwin, who is CEO of the company, with sister company, brother company, Siltec, he made this big achievement to find out how to eliminate this itchy sound. What we do is a very complicated metallurgical process. We inject gold into those bad gaps. So that means that the signal can go through the cable without any distortion. So the cable will sound warm and homogenic and transfer the music like live music.
Let's go back a second though. We presume then that silver has advantages.
It has.
So what are the advantages of silver that we're trying to maintain while eliminating this reputation for bright or edgy sound?
Well, the silver conductor has a perfect conductivity. The only problem with silver conductors is those gaps, impurities during the crystallization it happens. Mm-hmm. So you can compare it for people who are not familiar with metallurgy. You can compare with a window. If you have a little dirt on the window, you will keep looking at that point. Uh-huh. It's the same with the metallurgical problems. When you have these bad gaps, it will disturb the signal all the time, and that's something is very difficult to avoid, because no other material can do this job. So we had this research 25 years ago. It's a patented system what we are using. We are working with engineers. We do material science to make our cables as smooth and musical and high performance as possible. So that's how we came on this idea. We tried a lot of materials: platinum, copper, other purity silver, and gold was the only material which does the job properly. So it's not, many people ask like how many percent is silver, how many percent is gold, and that's not the point. We can't say, and even if we could, we wouldn't, but there is no percentage, because the main thing is that the gold goes to the right place. And that's happening in Germany in big melting ovens. So this material is only available for our brands.
Just a brief interruption, esteemed viewers. As you may know, I'm Tom Martin, Chief Content Officer of The Absolute Sound. We have a new product. It's on the Substack platform, and we're going to do some interesting things with Substack. First of which is reader questions and answers. Each Monday, readers will submit questions. We'll pick the most interesting ones and we'll answer the questions on Friday. We'll also have early access to articles and special blogs that don't appear anywhere else. We hope you'll join us. It's only a cost of a cup of coffee per month. Just check on the screen or in the show notes below. Thanks, and now back to the show. The Diamond Series 2 is interconnects, power, speaker, everything?
It's all
so you could do a
all
whole
analog
loom?
cables like interconnects, speaker cables, power cables, phono cables, and we also use the technology for digital cables. So we have network cables, USB, the whole loom.
So you could do a whole loom?
Yes, yes.
I got it.
Exactly.
And the cable is, if I may say, it's quite thin.
It is.
Now, from a usability standpoint, that seems like a huge advantage over a lot of what we see, these giant cables. Is there any drawback to making them small?
Actually not. The only drawback is that every time we have to explain how it's possible.
Yeah.
If we take the thinnest one, this one is called the Piccolo. That's the first model. We use conductors of 0.5 millimeter. And the technology, the construction is all coaxial. It makes the sound very dynamic, fast, and transparent. We use very high-tech isolations, like Captain from DuPont, which is an extremely expensive material, but that makes possible that we can make such a thin cable. Silver is, of course, very vulnerable, it's soft, so if you don't protect it, it would break or you lose the shape. So we use a double layer of Captain through the whole length of the cable, and that means that even those thin Piccolo cables, if they are on the ground, you can run a grand piano over it and nothing will happen. The advantage is, of course, the easiness in use. The biggest fans are recording studios because they can go on location and put a 2-meter set in your pocket and you have the best sound you wish. So the Diamond series is actually there for more than 12 years now. And in all these years, of course, we were busy with improving the metallurgical process, the isolation, the whole system. And it took us 12 years to make a real big step. The cables are very, very popular. So we were thinking about a new series. It's the same, but improved silver gold metallurgy. And then we decided to keep this iconic name, the Diamond series. And then we have the Piccolo, the Micro, the Reference, and the Ultra, which are so well known that we thought customers will like to have them, to keep them. So now we call it the Diamond Series 2, and it's a Piccolo 2 and a Micro 2, and so forth. So that's the main thing. What changed is the original Diamond Series used one conductor, single conductor. Only for XLR and power cables we use the 2 conductors. Now we double the conductors, so it's all coaxial and externally twisted. So we have more material, improved metallurgy, better conductors, and better connectors even, because a connector is always a weak point with a cable. We have already almost perfect conductors. The weak points are the points where you solder the connectors, and we are very picky with choosing and using the best connectors we can, price-wise and performance-wise.
Fantastic. Thank you. One last question. Is it true that you are part of the listening evaluation process and that you're a very difficult customer to please?
I think I understand the question. Yes, it's true that my role in the company, it's not just I'm the founder, but I used to be a concert pianist, a musician. So my ears are used together with the mechanical and engineering skills of my husband and an engineering team of now 4 people. And we are listening every time, even if we change a connector or an isolation piece, we listen to everything because the differences between products, cables, speakers, amplifiers, they are measurable. You put it on a measurement equipment and you see what you believe. The differences are also audible, which is the most important thing, because everything what we do is to get that life experience what I was playing on the stage. Let's say it's not only me, of course, but I have the experience. And the third thing is that all these differences are also explainable. So it's no rocket science, it's no voodoo, it's just engineering, it's technology, and it's getting the most musical sound you can have.
Fantastic. Gabi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
That was really entertaining.
Thank you.
Thank you.